Hi guys, this is Gymnastics Boy One. I have got a lot of messages from some of my YouTube friends asking me, I'm a male, how do I do point? Well, my dance teacher lets me do point, and I I'm probably going to a different studio next year. So I've been calling a lot of dance studios to see if they let me do point. I was really surprised because I live in the Pittsburgh area, and in the Pittsburgh area, it's a really great place to dance if you're in Pittsburgh. Cause I can tell you now, there's like a whole bunch of studios in the Pittsburgh area. Like Pittsburgh, Cranberry, Wexford. There's a lot of more dance studios than you will see in like Tampa, Florida, or Missouri, or Wyoming. I'm just calling out random states. But there's a lot more studios than you will find in any other place. So I was really surprised by a whole lot of dance studios told me that I'm allowed to take point at their studio. I'm allowed to take private lessons in point. But what I did to say I go to now, I take a class in point, and it's really fun actually. Your toes will bleed. Um, your toes will bleed. Your ankles will hurt. But if you're wanting to do point, you have to get recommended by your dance teacher because you have to have strong ankles for one. If you don't have strong ankles, you're going to have a really rough time on point. Because point really is kind of a hard thing if you're a beginner. My sister, my sister does point for the Pittsburgh Ballet Theater, and it's we both do point, but we both go to different studios. So it's like she does point at the Pittsburgh Ballet Theater. I do point at somewhere else. I'm not allowed to say the name on YouTube, but um, I go to a different studio. Then have to put it that way. Um, she's more experienced than point. This is my first year. This is my sister's 6 years, and my sister actually broke her ankle last year in point because they had to do like something really hard, and she was rehearsing for the Nutcracker. So she was a Sugar Plum Fairy, and good thing they had an alternate for the Sugar Plum Fairy because if they didn't, they would never have Sugar Plum Fairy. But other than that, point is fun. You might have a little different like things that you'll be like, oh, ouch. Your teacher might have you do things that you're not going to want to do just because of the pain. And I do company, which is competitive. So we don't have a dance schedule. We just go to the studio every single day. And whatever class my dance teacher calls out, that's what we have to do. And I'm going to tell you now, we have like a ballet technique class every single day. In the on Friday actually we had a point class for 3 hours. No break. A point class for 3 hours. So just imagine being up and down on your point for 3 hours without any break. It's rough. It hurts. But it's just the dancer life. Another question that one of my friends asked me is, how do you what's the question? How do you, the question was, I don't remember what the question was, but I'll just break it down. Well, not okay. How do you pet your feet? That was the question. Put it that way. What I use um toe pads. I like ouch pouches better than toe pads, and I use tape, like little white tape that you could get at a pharmacy. It's about like this big, and I just wrap each toe, especially my big toe, because your big toe is the main one helping you up on your point. So I wrap my big toe up a lot, and I wrap all my other toes up. I don't really wrap my pinky toe because it's don't really even touch the box really. And then I put my ouch pouch on, and then I put the boot shoe on. That's one of the questions. Um, and another question is, do point hurt? Well, point doesn't hurt unless you don't wear your ouch pouches or your toe pads or your toe spacers or tape. Like, I know if you're in a professional business, like if you want to go to the New York City Ballet, half of the professional dancers there, they don't wear anything to support their toes. They just put tights over there. They might just wear footed tights and then put their point shoes on and go straight on their point. And that's when you're really going to damage your feet. And that's when it's going to hurt more than it will with your toe pads. And another thing is, I haven't experienced this yet, but I know a lot of people tell me if you have dead point shoes, it hurts if you have dead point shoes. So you will know when your point shoes are turning dead, which mine are starting to turn dead, so I'm going to have to replace them. But once your point shoes turn dead, I prefer you to go get new ones if you don't like pain. And I hope that answered all of you guys' questions. So thank you. And Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. I haven't made a video in like a month or two. So I hope you guys are going to have a good year. Thank you. Bye. Remember to message, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.